With Laura Martien. She took
that
that incredible video. In
let's see
Edgewater.
that again. That's awesome.
Let's get right to Laura. Laura, are you still there with us?
I am still here.
We are all still just in shock at that incredible video that you captured, hopefully from a safe space, hopefully not in a car. Tell us more about what was happening before you caught this on camera.
We were approaching Route 2 South, coming over the South River Bridge. And in the distance, we saw what we thought was a funnel cloud, but we weren't really sure. I think a lot of times you kind of are in denial about what you're actually seeing. We cross over the bridge, and as we were on Route 2 coming into Edgewater, my older son, who was with me in the car in the passenger seat, started screaming that he was seeing debris flying around. Oh. And then that's when I turned into like a driver from Fast and Furious, pulled off into Alito's Pizza right there in Edgewater, and we ran inside. I think the scariest thing for us was there was a lightning bolt that probably hit about 200 yards away from us. We sought cover in Alito's Pizza and then immediately ran to the windows to see what was going on, making sure that if we saw any debris flying close by, we would have stopped filming altogether and moved away. But our vantage point was safe enough where we were able to film and see the tornado pass by.
And that's exactly what our meteorologists say. People, we see all these cars here. They're saying that's exactly what you should do when you see a storm like this in the distance. You run and take cover in one of these buildings. If you can talk to us just about how the conditions changed while you were out on the road. Could you tell that there was a tornado in the distance at all? It doesn't look too windy in your video.
No, so it was raining, but not a downpour, and didn't really notice that much in as far as wind goes. One thing we did notice right as we parked the car and were running out of the car to run into Lido's, it was deadly silent. You couldn't hear anything. Like you couldn't hear birds. You couldn't hear any breeze or wind or anything. It was almost like everything was just kind of being sucked up somehow. It's the only explanation I have. Like I said, there was that lightning bolt that came down, reminded us a lot of War of the Worlds, and we just ran right into Lido's, left everything in the car. It didn't even matter.
Wow. Laura, did you leave today knowing that this was a possibility? I mean, certainly no one thinks they're going to capture a tornado in action, but did you head out today knowing that this was a distinct possibility?
Well, unfortunately, my son's school in Annapolis dismissed right at 1:45. And as we were leaving his school, my phone rang with a tornado warning.
Wow.
And I thought, all right, I don't see anything. Again, you kind of enter a sense of denial. And so you see all these other cars around you and everybody else eating cupcakes in their car, and you think, okay, I'll just follow everybody else. And so that was how we ended up being on the road at that time. I would not have been on the road had my son's school not dismissed at that time.
Wow.
Yeah, and one more time, Laura, if you can, what are you thinking looking at this storm? You're inside of that Lido's Pizza watching it, from the other side, but it looks like it's coming toward you guys pretty quickly.
So while I was filming, I was thinking to myself, gee, I don't know how responsible this may be standing in front of a plate glass mirror or window with my two boys. But at the same time, while I was filming and holding the phone, I was really keeping an eye out for any type of flying debris, seeing if anything was going to be coming towards us. And if it did, then obviously things were going to change as far as us seeking cover. I don't know. I think you're in a sense of, again, just kind of disbelief as you're seeing this. I thought this is the first time I've ever seen a tornado. I've never seen one in real life before. I thought they moved a lot faster, actually. So when I was filming and seeing it spin, I was actually surprised at how it appeared to be moving slower than I thought it would be.
Boy, I tell you what, we are so glad that you and your sons are safe, that you got that notification on your phone, that your son had the presence of mind to say, Mom, look
out of
what's
here.
happening, so you could get into that Lido's and get to safety. I hope after all of this, Laura, they actually got some pizza, because this was pretty stressful.
No, you know, I'm not going to win Mother of the Year award, and so there was no pizza. We headed straight home before the skies opened up, and now we're just having torrential rainfall.
Okay.
We're glad. You know, I feel like we need to get her address and
We
need to send some pizza to the Martien household.
We can hear it in your voice. Still a bit shaken up there.
You did a great job,
Yeah.
Mom. You got the kids to safety. You got this video safely, and you learned some things in the process that you shared with all of us, which is how quickly this happens, how it's not as loud as you may think it is, and you really do have seconds to react. We're glad that you did and that your family is okay this evening.
Laura, thank you. We'll be right back.
Thank you.